special invitation, just like this one that has been sent to you by someone who truly cares about you. So take a step out of your comfort zone and find out more about a community that offers you the ride of your life. This colorful community upholds the principles of Ubuntu, a phrase used in Africa that means community cooperation and allows everyone to thrive and not just survive. This gifting community is like a theme park. There are 6 main attractions in this theme park. They are the coal train ride, 4 different size Ferris wheels, and the OHANA shuttles. Participating in this gifting community will start your journey to the riding of the boards of abundance. Your participation and willingness to follow the guidelines determines the experience that you will have as you ride these boards. When you join Gift of Legacy, you have a choice of where you wish to start your journey. You can join the coal board, which is like the theme park train. This board was recently created to make GL affordable for everyone. Coal was designed to be a starter board and gets you going. The gift you will send to join on Coal is only $25, and that is your ticket to board the train. You can also choose to join on the bronze board with a $100 gift, which is your ticket. Bronze is the first of the 4 main boards or 4 Ferris wheels. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for everyone to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. The Ferris wheels signify the perpetual journey that you are able to ride on your journey to abundance again and again. The boards are structured so that 8 gifters enter and send an unconditional, non-returnable gift to the legend on the board. When the legend has received their first 4 gifts, they can already purchase their next ticket for the Ferris wheel ride or board, which is the silver $400 board. When all 8 gifts have been received on bronze, that ride ends and the guides become legends on their own boards. The process continues through all the rides on the $100, $400, $1,600 and ultimately the $5,000 boards. The legend is able to enjoy their gifts, 3 that they can enjoy and spend on whatever their hearts desire. Gifters are placed on the boards by the builders that invite with their links, and on perpetual boards by the automated GL system. This system is maintained by Gracious Givers Movement, fondly known as GGM. This non-profit organization is overseen by the custodians, the people who created and developed GL. GGM relies 100% on donations, as no one in GL contributes a monthly fee. The community is encouraged to support GGM to ensure that all the rides are well maintained and improvements are made periodically to improve the user experience. As boards close, gifters become builders. This is the ideal opportunity to invite 2 friends to journey with you on the rides of abundance. Everyone in this theme park requires 2 friends to share their fun and excitement with. Invite 2 like-minded people who share your interest in coloring the world. Soon, you will be a guide and can assist your friends to add more people to your group or community. When everyone invites 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, the boards move constantly and everyone gets to enjoy the thrill of the rides. When a legend finishes a board or ride, they can join the next Ferris wheel in the park on their first round of rides. But they must also join the perpetual cycle of the board that they have just finished. This is how we ride the boards of abundance. The OHANA board is a new addition to the GL theme park. The OHANA shuttles move around the theme park and can even reach out into the wider community. The ticket is $50 and is preferred in USDT. The OHANA board is 100% blended. This means that nobody follows their inviter. People from across the worldwide GL community can ride the OHANA shuttles together. The legend receives 7 gifts on this ride, and this is because there is always an OHANA position already confirmed on the board. The OHANA positions will receive gifts when they are legend, which will be used by GGM for the daily running costs and maintenance of the GL system. OHANA legends will also benefit the Love Heart movement. This movement is managed by GGM and assists those who need it most. The OHANA shuttles are a continuous ride where users are automatically joined to the perpetual cycle. OHANA means family, and this board ensures that nobody gets left behind. As gifts are sent and received by people across the world, and as users join the coal train, ride the Ferris wheels, or meet friends on the OHANA shuttles, we are indeed coloring the world. The worldwide community are all blessed by gifts that are sent peer to peer, heart to heart. But something magical happens in the theme park that has nothing to do with the value of gifts. Friendships are formed as strangers become friends. Kindness and compassion are evident as people support one another to overcome fears or to take on new challenges. We learn and grow as a community as we explore and experience the gift of legacy together.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Tuesday evening presentation about Gift of Legacy. If you are here for the very first time, welcome. That was a short introductory video that explains the basics of Gift of Legacy. And we're going to be talking about one of those aspects tonight. When I say we, my co-host tonight is Ike. Ike lives on the west side of Johannesburg. I am on the south side of Johannesburg here in South Africa. Ike, how are you this evening?
Hey, Adele. Had a busy day,
Hi.
but I'm here, excited to be here. Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So looking forward to splendid, a superb presentation. Thanks, Adele, but I'm fine. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So what we're going to be doing tonight is what we did last week. Unfortunately, last week the recording didn't make it. And so we're going to redo it. We are going to be presenting the OHANA presentation tonight. So if you are new to Gift of Legacy, I do encourage you to watch a full presentation first to understand how the boards work. Get somebody to share the link tree with you. You can see the full presentation. Also have a look at the presentation called The 4 Attractions. And then tonight we're going to go through the OHANA board. We have got a YouTube channel. The person who invited you tonight will have that link, and ask them to share it with you. So you can go and look through the presentations and start getting a feel for this wonderful community that you've been invited to join. For the regulars, it's lovely to see you all here. Welcome. And I think we should get straight into it. So I'm going to be sharing from my phone. Lots of us do Gift of Legacy on our phones. And so I'm going to share from my phone. Gift of Legacy is not an app. You will see on my screen that at the bottom there next to WhatsApp, between WhatsApp and Chrome, there's something called React app. I have just saved the URL address of Gift of Legacy onto my desktop so it's easily accessible for me. But Gift of Legacy is a website. You only join Gift of Legacy by invitation, as it was said in that animation. You need to get a link from somebody. You can then register and join, and then you have a website. And when you open up your website, this is what it looks like. Let me just reduce it a little bit so that you can see. There we go. So there's Gift of Legacy at the top. You will land on the landing board where there are 6 boards. Yours will not be available to you. You would need to peek and join them. I'm going to go here at the top to the Academy. The Academy is where we find our link tree. And you can see on the right-hand side that there are 3 little dots with interconnected lines. That's the sharing icon. You can share that and send it to somebody so that they can have a look and they can see exactly what Gift of Legacy is about. Our logo in Gift of Legacy is we color the world. And that's why you'll see bright and beautiful colors. Gift of Legacy is compared to a theme park. So you're going to see lots of pictures and imagery about a theme park. And we are going to go into the Gift of Legacy Participants Guidelines document so that we can have a look, see what it is all about. Let me just, no, I don't want to share that. I want to open up. There we go. I'm opening it up. And this is what the participants guidelines document looks like. If somebody shares the link of the link tree, you will be able to see the guidelines, and you scroll up. The first page is an index, and it will take you to all the information. Point number 5 is the introduction. Here you can see that short little animation that we have just shared with you. I do encourage you to have a look at the introduction to GL presentation. Go through the slides on that PDF so that you have a full understanding in your own time about what Gift of Legacy is about, and then watch a recording as well, or live presentation. Tonight, we're going to go through the OHANA presentation, and it's also really important that you understand the 4 attractions in the Gift of Legacy theme park. When you've got a good understanding of all 3 of those presentations, you'll have a good understanding of GL, and you will be ready to join us on this journey in this amazing theme park. So let's introduce you to OHANA. Okay, I'm going to do one slide at a time. Let's go to the top. Sorry, there we go. Going to the top. So you will see beautiful imagery of theme parks and gifts and the world. Gift of Legacy is a worldwide community. It extends over 180 countries, probably in about all the countries in the world at the moment. And the whole idea of Gift of Legacy is to send and receive gifts. It's a gifting activity where we are sharing gifts between people across the world to break the shackles of poverty and to help everybody to thrive. Everyone's gone through a pretty rough time in the last 5 years, and Gift of Legacy is one way that you can create a legacy for yourself and your family. It is a gift that keeps on giving. So there's this beautiful post that says they underestimated us. We didn't come here to Earth at this time to participate or pander to their broken, corrupt, greedy systems of governance and society. We came here to create ripples of such profound love, joy, and unity, to usher in a new world of peace and abundance that no old system based on illusion can prevent. Hold that vision, for so it is. And in Gift of Legacy, we talk about Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a phrase and term used in Africa. It's used in South Africa a lot. Ubuntu means I am because you are. It's all about communities working together to help each other. And you talk a lot about Ubuntu. It means a lot to you, doesn't it?
It really does, Adele. We can achieve so much when we are joined together. Just about 15, 20 minutes ago, I was talking to our team, and just that point, I made it clear that for us to succeed, we need to join hands. We need to identify people that we are in one mind with, one heart, and join hands with those people to actually break the shackles of poverty. So that is critical. Ubuntu, family, working together. So that is very, very critical for us to make it in Gift of Legacy. Thank you, Adele.
Thanks, Ike. So let's talk about the OHANA board. So the OHANA board, the word OHANA means family. It's a Hawaiian word that means family. It means nobody gets left behind. And when you join OHANA, you're going to press a join button. And when a user completes the OHANA board as a legend, the system will automatically join you to the perpetual cycle. A perpetual cycle means you can ride that board over and over and over again. You will never have to press peak or join again. Every time you complete a board as a legend, you will see that the next time you open up your profile, you will see view, and you just have to click view to see which is the new board you're on. At this point, I just want to remind you in Gift of Legacy, you don't see changes to the system, to your website in real time. You have to either refresh your page or log out and then log back in to see changes. So please remember, it's very important that you log out and log in, that the system registers that you as a user are logging into the system. If you don't, after 60 days, your profile is going to be automatically deleted. So you need to be logging in regularly, which you can only do if you log out. To join an OHANA board, a user must be confirmed on either coal or bronze board. Now, OHANA is not a starter board. OHANA is a board that you join once you are already participating in Gift of Legacy. You need to be confirmed on coal or bronze. You don't have to be on both. Either coal or bronze, preferably both. And you do not need 2 invitees to join OHANA. The reason for that is some people who are on coal or bronze have not yet got their 2 invitees allocated to them, because only when your invitees are confirmed on bronze are they added to your invitee status. So the OHANA board is very special. And even though it's not a starter board, when you sign up new people in your team, you recommend that they join OHANA, don't you?
Absolutely, Del. We have a good number of people who are on call. So we pointed out right at the beginning that as they progress through the boards, they will have to join OHANA. So it's non-negotiable. We make that clear right from the beginning, that even as they prepare to join bronze, but for us to actually support GGM, we need to be on OHANA. So it's non-negotiable for us.
Awesome, thanks. The OHANA board is a little bit different to all the other Gift of Legacy boards. All the other Gift of Legacy boards, when one hemisphere is filled up with 4 gifters, the guide moves off and starts their own board as a legend. But on OHANA, we stick together as a family. Because it is a blended board, because there are no teams or lineage on OHANA, we wait until all 8 gifters have been confirmed before the board splits. Now, some people have said, why do boards need to split on OHANA? That is how Gift of Legacy functions. Every board splits. When the legend has completed a board, the board splits into 2 so that the 2 guides get an opportunity to become legends on their own board. So OHANA is completely blended. There is no lineage. Once a legend has completed an OHANA board, they are automatically joined to the next OHANA board. Ike?
Yeah, I like that. Right at the beginning, I was battling with that, but I'm so comfortable that OHANA works a bit different from the other boards. With OHANA, the legend has to receive all 8 boards. There's no splitting of the board. So that just makes perfect sense for me. Thanks, Seda.
Well, thanks, Ike. Well, you see, on all the other boards, when one hemisphere fills up and the guide can split off and make their own board, they can complete their board. And when they join the perpetual cycle, the OHANA principle comes into play. They join they join their perpetual cycle on the original board where they were previously guide, but on the other hemisphere. And they do that because the system is created in such a way to ensure that nobody gets left behind. But the OHANA principle does not apply on OHANA boards because it is the OHANA board in itself. So yeah, it is an amazing way that it has been created. So let's talk about how this OHANA board functions. Gifter number 1, the position of gifter number 1 is always a confirmed OHANA position. The OHANA position will go through gifter, builder, guide, and then into legend position. And when it is legend, it will receive gifts, and those gifts will be sent to GGM. Gracious Givers Movement is the nonprofit organization that funds the daily running costs and all development fees for Gift of Legacy. Gift of Legacy is not a business. It's not a company. It does not have regular income. And Gift of Legacy, to be a website that functions over all of the countries in the world and has over 1.6 million users, There are fees that need to be paid daily, weekly, and monthly. And then there's development, like currently updates are being run, then a compression needs to happen. All of this comes at a cost, and GTM pays for those costs. Emails that need to be sent out, anything that has to happen on the system comes at a price. And so OHANA was created to find a way to generate regular income for GTM, to keep the theme park going, to keep the lights on in the theme park, to keep the wheels turning on all the rides, to make it a place where you and I can create our legacies. So please remember, as a legend on an OHANA board, you will not receive 8 gifts, you will receive 7, because the 8th gifter is gifter number 1, which is a confirmed OHANA position. Right?
Yeah, I just want to emphasize that for everything that is done on OHANA, like a change of email, cost GGA is done at a cost. That's just an example. It just shows us that the amount of money that actually has to be paid by GGM to different suppliers suppliers. So it is very critical for us to actually be committed to supporting OHANA, to supporting GGM. We are enjoying these benefits. That's a system that never collapses, that has never collapsed in there. I don't know when last did we have a problem with the
website.
The website. Yes. So all of that costs money, and we have to actually see that picture for that to support GGM. Thanks again.
Absolutely. And it's not just everything that happens on OHANA, it's everything that happens in the Gift of Legacy system. Anything that happens in Gift of Legacy is funded by GTM. So it's the right thing to do. It's not compulsory, but it should be priority for you to join OHANA. So that's what the landing page looks like, the board page. There are 6 boards in Gift of Legacy. Coal and bronze are the 2 starter boards. You can decide to start your journey in Gift of Legacy with a $25 or a $100 unconditional gift that you gift to the legend on the board. OHANA is a board that you can choose to join. But like I say, it should be priority to join. After bronze, you move on to silver, the $400 board, then gold, the $1,600 board, and then platinum. But every time you complete a board, you rejoin the board on what we call the perpetual cycle. And then you join the higher board. So if you see on the left-hand side of that, welcome to OHANA banner, there's a picture there of a train and then a rainbow infinity sign with some Ferris wheels. That represents the perpetual cycle of all of these boards. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for you to be on the $25, the $100, the $50, the $400, the $1,600, and the $5,000 board perpetually, so that at different times you can be receiving gifts. And this is how you create generational wealth. This is where you build your legacy. Ike?
Yeah, just to say that, as you pointed out, just to underscore that to join OHANA, you need to either be on gold or bronze. On the other boards also, but it is a requirement. You cannot just go straight to OHANA. It's very critical that you are either confirmed on gold and bronze. I think that's what I want to emphasize.
Very important. So every board is going to have a confirmed OHANA position, which is already placed in gifter number 1. So if we look at that board, the legend is in the middle. Gifter number 1 is on the top left. And then it's gifter 2, 3, and 4 at the bottom. Gifter 4 would be that one that says gratitude. Then on the other side, gifter 5 is not at the top. Gifter 5 is the yellow one at the bottom, which says fire. and then it goes up 5, 6, 7, 8. So OHANA G plus 4 would be the gifter number 8. Then you have 2 builders on each side, 2 guides next to the legend, and then the legend in the middle. So when OHANA G is in gifter number 1 position on the top left, when the board moves and the legend moves off, OHANA is going to move into the builder position, and then into guide number 1, which is the one next to the legend on the left. And when OHANA gets to the legend position, will receive gifts. But every time a board moves, another OHANA G is coming in on the gifter number 1 position. So you could have 3 OHANAs on a board. The legend is only going to receive 7 gifts of $50, which means you receive $350. You keep $300. $50 is to join the next OHANA board. So you are not gifting GGM. You are gifting whoever the legend is. Right now, if you look there, then Mrs. Fire is the legend on the board. So if you were a gifter, you would be gifting that person. Sometimes, yes, you might be gifting an OHANA position who sends the money in the gifts to GGM, but other times you are gifting normal people. It could be Ike, it could be me, it could be you, but you don't have a chance of receiving $300 if you're not on the OHANA board. So come and join us and join an OHANA board. Ike?
Yeah, this is a very critical slide because the custodians could have asked for a fee for us to run Gift of Legacy, but they came up with this brilliant idea, and it's win-win. We get to get $750, and $50 stays for GGM. So it's a win-win situation. So I just want to say thank you, and people need to see that we actually benefit throughout the world from this. Thanks, Ada.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for a $50 joining board, $50 unconditional gift to a legend, you're going to receive $350, and you just keep going on the board. So it's actually only one time that you gift $50 out of your pocket. Think about it. It's only one time you gift $50 out of your pocket, because as a legend, you receive $350, and you take $50 to gift the next legend when you are automatically joined to their board. You're not taking $50 out of your pocket again. So it's a once-off donation of love and commitment to the Gift of Legacy system. There's no reason not to do it. You don't have to gift $50 out of your pocket every time you're on our OHANA board. I do suggest, if you have multiple profiles, that you join OHANA on all of those profiles. But it's once off, and thereafter you're going to be receiving $300. And I've been blessed to have received on 2 OHANA boards, and $300 is a good amount of money to receive. So join the OHANA boards. Gifting needs to be completed within 24 hours of joining an OHANA board. Legends are not able to remove gifters before 24 hours has elapsed. That's to deal with time zones, to make sure everybody has got time to gift and receive, but it's supposed to move quickly. So please join and gift within 24 hours.
Yeah, I just want to underscore what you said in the slide before this, that it's actually once you're on that board, and it's only once that you give that $50 to GGM, and it's for GGM to run Gift of Legacy. People need to see that. People need to see that, and it's no brainer really to actually support GGM. There are people who have actually dig deeper into their pockets. Even before OHANA, we actually bring this system for us to enjoy, to benefit from in the whole world. And I'm sold to the Gift of Legacy. I'm sold to GM. I will support this Thanks, Cedric.
Thanks, Ike. Because it's a blended board and we're gifting people across the world, having cryptocurrency with a USDT wallet is essential. Gifts on OHANA are only sent in cryptocurrency with USDT. If you cannot use USDT in your country, don't stress. The legend and the gifter always need to communicate and make an arrangement. So you could use the USD coin. You could use anything else that you would like to use, as long as you are using the same network and the same coin. And that the gifter sends the legend $50 that they receive $50 or the equivalent of $50 in their wallet. Using cryptocurrency does not mean we are trading. We are not trading. It is the new digital way of sending gifts across the world. You can't be sending gifts on PayPal or on EFT across the world, and then there's a delay if it takes longer than 24 hours. Cryptocurrency is safe, it's effective, and it's actually preparing us all for the new way that we are doing things. Remember when we all were nervous about doing EFTs? And oh my goodness, when we were told we had to download a banking app on our phone and then we could do banking on our phones, everyone was so nervous about doing banking on their phones because they were going to be scammed and cleaned out, and it was so dangerous. And now we do it while we're standing in the queue at the shops. We do it in the car while we're waiting for the kids after school. And cryptocurrency is just the same. Don't be nervous of it. It's an easy way to send and receive gifts across the world.
Yeah, I think you have made your point very clear. Yeah. It's a new form of actually converting whatever currency into a coin that would be acceptable in another country. So we are not trading. It's just to convert whatever money, currency you have in your country into that. Today, I did a few transactions using cryptocurrency, and they were done in less than 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
I was registering on other accounts, and in 5 minutes, I had done 2 or 3 accounts. So it's a new way people have to embrace. We don't have to fear this. Most of us, we like comfort. We don't want to try new things. This is where the world is going. You need to actually just block that fear and actually embrace change, because it will benefit you. There's no going to the bank here. There's no struggle with EFT and waiting. It's done on the spot like that. So it's just a brilliant way, and we need to embrace this change.
Absolutely. This is my favorite picture about OHANA. The OHANA board is 100% blended, and it will remain a blended board. There are no lineages. It's about community. It's about OHANA family. It's about us all being together. Let's make friends with the GL community. You're going to be on that board for a short period of time. The OHANA board does not influence your lineage. It does not influence your journey from coal to bronze to silver, gold, and platinum. OHANA is a special, unique board. It only has one purpose: to keep Gift of Legacy going, to support GGM. Yes, you will receive gifts. That is the added benefit of OHANA, that by participating in it and giving that once-off gift to join OHANA, you will be participating in a system that keeps Gift of Legacy going. And you get to meet people across the world. And who knows what those friendships might end up developing into in the future. But join OHANA. Don't wait for other people to land on the board that you know. Chances are you're not going to know them. Join the board, gift the legend, move off, and then focus on your coal, your bronze, your silver, gold, and platinum. And that's your journey to abundance. OHANA, you're going to get some pocket money on the side, which is nice to have. But it's really there's a unique board to keep the theme park going. Right?
Right, I like that sentence, the end of that sentence. It's a unique board to make the whole system actually work to us for the benefit of all of us in the world. And we need to be grateful for that. So I cannot overemphasize us participating on OHANA. Thanks, Ida.
Thanks. Yeah, it's the OHANA board is not about us. It's about the community. It's not about you, it's not about me. It's not about the individuals. There's a saying in English that says the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. You've got to look at the whole community. And if everybody just joined OHANA, this community would be so strong and effective in breaking the shackles of poverty. So don't look at OHANA and think about what am I going to get out of it. Look at OHANA and think, I'm going to join OHANA to give back to the system that's allowing me to create my legacy. It's not about us. It's about the system. It's about the community. It's about keeping your legacy alive. It's not about you. But if you don't look after the system, you're not going to be able to keep your legacy going, right? So what happens on OHANA? Now we're sitting inside the shuttle. OHANA is like you've seen little golf carts zoot around the theme park. Okay. Once a legend closes a board, they are automatically joined to the next $50 board. If they ask to be removed even just once, they are no longer able to join another $50 board with that profile. They are also not able to register any other profile with the same phone number in Gift of Legacy. There are no exceptions, and this rule will not be changed. So OHANA, once you make a commitment to it, stick with it. Because if you have any intention of maybe creating other profiles in Gift of Legacy, you're not going to be able to do that if you leave an OHANA board because your phone number will be blocked. And not many people have more than one phone number, right? So look after the OHANA profile. Just go with it. Once or $50, you receive $350. You keep 300 and you use 50 that you receive to join the next one. It's just $50 to join, right?
Yeah, I think we need to make it very clear that the $50 is actually on every board whenever you are on a new board. The first board you are on there, you go through that until you become a legend, and then you automatically joined on the next board. And on the next board also, the same applies. That $50 will go to TTM. I just wanted to that to be clear.
On the next board, the money doesn't go to GTM. On the next board, you give the legend, whoever it is, you, me, or an OHANA position. But the money only comes out of your wallet, your back pocket, the very first time. Because then the money that you receive as a legend, you're receiving $350. And $50 is going to the next board, to that legend, and 300 stays with you. So yeah, it's more than a win-win. It's actually such a blessing.
Thanks.
When a legend removes a gifter, they will be asked 3 times if they are sure they want to remove the gifter. On the 3rd notification, the text will read, if you remove this gifter, they will never be able to join another OHANA board again with their profile. Are you sure? And then you press remove or confirm. Okay, so it's very serious. Don't just remove people. Don't stop their ability to receive on OHANA. Now, when a user rejoins OHANA on the perpetual cycle, so you complete your board as a legend, you've got your $350, you keep $300, you go and view your OHANA board again because you refresh your page or you log out and log back in, you will see OHANA says view. You click on view. Now you're on your perpetual cycle and you get priority. So people who are in Gift of Legacy get priority placement on the perpetual cycles. You like that part, eh?
Absolutely, Adele, absolutely. That when you have completed your first cycle, um, you're automatically placed on the next board, but you get priority instead of waiting. It's no brainer. It just makes so much sense, and we need to be thankful for that. Thanks.
Yep. Okay, a user must be active or confirmed on coal or bronze at all times to remain active on OHANA, which means you need to join your perpetual cycles. If a user is not active on either coal or bronze, their participation on OHANA is halted immediately. So look at this. You join Gift of Legacy on coal. You get a free ride on coal. You can join bronze immediately, even though you don't have 2 invitees. Because on all the other boards in Gift of Legacy, you need 2 invitees. You can go straight from coal to bronze without 2 invitees. But you cannot rejoin the coal perpetual cycle until you have got 2 confirmed invitees. Now, your 2 invitees might still be sitting on coal. You're on bronze, you're okay. But if you go through bronze and complete as a legend, you haven't yet joined your coal perpetual, and now your bronze is finished. Now you're sitting in no man's land. You're not on coal or bronze. You cannot continue on OHANA. So you need to make sure that you get your invitees in and get them moving through coal onto bronze so that you can join perpetual coal, that if bronze finishes, you are on coal. I would suggest that you actually are on coal and bronze, just to give yourself a little bit of leeway, a little bit of a security blanket. You don't have to be, but it is a suggestion. But if you find yourself in a place where you cannot join coal perpetual and your bronze finishes, that means your journey right there and then ends on OHANA. You can't participate. You will be locked from the board. And I think then it's only unlocked or able to view once you've got your 2 confirmed invitees and you are back on coal or bronze. So it's actually really serious. You don't want to be the one left out, the sad little cart that can't go anywhere, right?
Yeah, this is a very important point that you are making. So in other words, you have one free ride on coal and one free ride on bronze. Otherwise, if you stop there, you cannot actually proceed to bronze. Can you just say that again? I think we need to get this clear.
Okay. Everybody in Gift of Legacy gets 1 free ride on coal and 1 free ride on bronze. That means you don't need 2 invitees to finish those boards. You can go through coal, through bronze. If you are on coal, that's your starter board, and you invite people, they are on coal, okay? You now move on to bronze. You finish your coal board, you move on to bronze. But you are on bronze without 2 confirmed invitees because your invitees are still on coal. Invitees are only added to your invitee status when they are confirmed on bronze. So you are participating on bronze without 2 invitees. You can't join your coal perpetual until you have got 2 confirmed invitees. So you finished coal, but you can't go back and join it because you haven't got 2 invitees. You're waiting for them to join you on bronze. But now your bronze board moves quickly. Maybe someone else on your board starts adding people and the board moves. And you finish that board as legend. You have now completed bronze. Your 2 free rides are finished and you still don't have 2 invitees. So you are stuck in no man's land. You can't rejoin Gold Perpetual. You can't rejoin Bronze Perpetual. That means your ride on OHANA stops there immediately. And you have to wait for your invitees to get onto Bronze and be confirmed so that you can join Gold Perpetual and then Bronze Perpetual. You don't want that to happen. I hope that makes it clear.
Clear. Thanks, Adele. Makes it clear.
Okay. So it is important to join your boards sequentially. Start on the $25 or the $100. It's your choice. You then need to join the $400 and your perpetual board if you've got your 2 invitees. When you finish $400, join the $1,600 and your perpetual, and then join the $5,000 platinum board. Users must join the perpetual cycle of every board that they have completed as a legend. The power of the perpetual cycles is you receive more gifts. That's where you build your legacy. That's where you're walking in abundance. That's where we're supposed to be. That's the goal of Gift of Legacy, to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. Don't think small. Candace always says, don't think small. Don't think you're going to make your fortune on the $25 board. Don't think you're going to make your fortune on the OHANA board. We're heading for platinum. But we're not going to get there if we don't keep the system going. And that's why we need you to participate in OHANA. Ike?
Yeah, this is the most, whenever I think about other opportunities there, other platforms, nothing comes to this. The very point that you're making. What has been built in for all of us in Gift of Legacy, that perpetual makes all the difference for me. It makes all the difference for me. Each one of the boards has perpetual built in. It's just mind-boggling for me. And no one I'll ever embrace a Gift of Legacy. That, for me, I mean, other people have brought in ideas, and you can see that there's money there, but there's no perpetual. So nothing has actually, for me, come closer to Gift of Legacy.
Absolutely. You look at platforms and there's a cutoff, there's a ceiling. You can only earn up to a certain level. No. Gift of Legacy, you can receive perpetually on those 6 boards, perpetually. There's no small print. And the only thing we are required to do, is to invite 2 people to join us.
That's right.
We haven't mentioned that tonight. When you join Gift of Legacy, the only requirement is to invite 2 people to join you. There's no membership fee, no joining fee. You send an unconditional gift to someone, and when you legend, you're going to receive. You just have to invite 2 people, and you can be on the perpetual cycles. So on the website, on every board, not just OHANA, on every board, there's something called the board chat. It is a private chat facility for the participants on the board only. It's the easiest way to communicate with people on your board. You might just need to use a translation app. The legends can post their gifting details and information in the legend box at the top of the board chat. Unfortunately, people don't use the board chat as well as they should. It's a very effective tool. So we really encourage people to get used to using the board chat. Ike?
Yeah, true. I've discovered that myself, that a lot of people don't use the board chat. I've tried to engage them on a number of boards that I'm on, and no one comes to the party. But we need to emphasize that and encourage people to actually use it. Thanks, Adele.
Sure. Okay, that's how you personalize a board chat. There's something called the welcome message. You can type your own message, and then you press save. It's very important to save it. If everybody used the board chat, gifters would know exactly where the legend stands, what's the legend's information. The preferred method of communication between gifters and legends on the OHANA board specifically is WhatsApp and Telegram. You can go onto any gifter or legends info box and find their email. But let's face it, how many of us really look at email? We look at WhatsApp and Telegram first when we pick up our phones. So use WhatsApp and Telegram. It's more effective. Remember to always, always, always in Gift of Legacy, save the phone number with a plus addition sign in front of the number. It generates the international dialing code, and please be considerate of time zones. It might be midday for you, but it might be late at night for somebody else. So just check with them before you pick up the phone and phone them, because we all know that getting phone calls in the middle of the night makes your heart stop for a moment. So please don't just phone people, rather send a message.
Yeah, just on that, just to say that while we observe time zones, different times, we also are not speaking the same language. We have to be polite, understanding with other people, and to accommodate other people struggle to communicate with you, and they want to use a translator and all that. So we just have to be polite when we engage with other people around the world. Thanks,
sure.
Adam.
And also when people are using translators, the message does get distorted a little bit. So if somebody says something in a weird way, don't think, oh, they're being rude or, they're being cranky with me. It's most times, 99% of the time, it's a translator that's mistranslating the true message that is being sent. It's really important, not just in OHANA, but on all boards. When a gifter contacts a legend, as soon as you land on the board, take a screenshot of the board. Take another screenshot that shows the info box of the legend. And then you copy the info box information and you send it with the screenshot to the legend and you say, hey, I'm a gifter on your OHANA board. Or, hey, Ike, I've landed on your platinum board. Were you aware you were a legend on your platinum board? And you send the information so that Ike knows exactly which board, on which profile you have landed, and he can help you and send information. Copying and pasting the info box details is really, really important. And then if there's anything that goes wrong, you've got all the proof to send to support. But if you haven't done screenshots and kept information, you can't just say, well, there was this gifter and he did this and they did that. Keep proof. Right?
Yeah, just to say that even here we learn. I mean, in our group, we have people who are still struggling with this. If they give us a shout and all that, we're able to help. So don't actually, look out for people in the team who actually can help with the screenshots and all that. And after a few times it's done for you, you're able to actually get it and do it for yourself. I mean, today, like I was saying, I was helping someone register, and she couldn't do it alone. But when we both on the video call, she got it and she did it. So even here, this should not actually scare us, but we should see it as an opportunity to learn a few times, and then it will be fine.
Awesome. And something Ike and I learned a few weeks ago, it's a new feature on WhatsApp. But WhatsApp on a video call, you can share screen. So I have often phoned Ike and he's phoned me and I'm trying to explain something to him or show him something, show him one of my GL boards. I can share screen while we're on a video call and I can show him exactly what I'm talking about. Instead of trying to take screenshots and send them to WhatsApp, I can just show him my screen. So that's a very effective tool as well to use, and maybe I'll show you now how to do it. Now, in all theme parks, in life, anywhere, any big city in the world, anywhere, any community, you've got pickpocketers. It's unfortunately part of life. People who try and pull a fast one. So please check if you're a gifter. You don't gift anyone other than the legend on the board. You always gift the legend on the board. Okay, if a legend does remove you after you've gifted, report them to support. We'll sort them out. remember to take your screenshots. And anything that you are worried about or concerned about, have your proof and report it to support@giftoflegacyglobal.com. There's always people trying to pull a fast one in any community. And in South Africa, we're very worldly wise about things like that. Don't walk around thinking that everybody is as like-minded as you. Be street smart, be careful, and don't just accept a message from someone and they say, you're a gift on my board, here's my wallet address, please gift me. Say to them, what board, where, show me. Okay. Know what's happening on your boards. That's why you should be checking your profiles regularly, right?
Yeah. Another way of putting it, just to say there's scammers everywhere.
Yep.
That shouldn't make us scared, but there are scammers everywhere. And sometimes we use that as a reason for us not to try. And we are surrounded by them. They are everywhere. They are at church, they are in politics, they are everywhere. So you just have to make peace with it and be on guard and actually do your best to protect yourself from the scammers that are out there. I mean, the internet is full of them. Facebook, and I mean, the list is endless of people who want to actually just get a quick buck. So we just have to go on in spite of it. Thanks.
Thanks, I. Yeah, so protect your legacy. If you see anything, report it. Sometimes on any profile, you might see people sending you a screenshot and just look at the font. If you look at that picture on the left and the picture on the right, you'll see some of the font is a bit larger and a bit different. People alter things, so be very careful. We are all custodians. A custodian is a person who has a responsibility for taking care or protecting something, like our gift of legacy. So just like we're participating in OHANA to keep the lights going, it is our responsibility in gift of legacy on all of the boards, in all of our interactions, in everything we do, gift of legacy, it's our responsibility to look after this community. Right?
Yeah, you've said it. It's our responsibility to support GGM, to protect it. So we need to do our part. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, I. Whoops, went a bit too fast there. That's a summary of what OHANA is all about. We've been through all of those. And this is why is the OHANA board so special. Gift of Legacy participants will be supporting GGM, the non-profit organization that funds the daily costs, maintenance, and development of the GL system and the Love Heart movement. That's something that we're still waiting to get going again, the Love Heart movement, while receiving gifts from a compulsory, perpetual, non-lineage board. So by participating and sending that once or $50 joining gift, you will be receiving gifts perpetually. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Perpetually. Perpetually. It's just something that just excites me. I hope that it excites everyone on the call and also the bigger community of Gift of Legacy. That perpetual. It's just mind-blowing. Thanks, Ada.
Thanks so much. Okay, there's only a few people on here. I hope lots of people watch the recording. Does anybody have a comment, a question? Anybody like to say anything? Nope. Everybody's good. Well, Ike, thanks so much. Now we've got a good recording, a recent one about OHANA. I'm excited. I'm sure when all the updates and the compression is completed, we are still waiting for compression to be completed. I think there's good reason. We have had some reports of people finding some things on boards that just needs to be investigated. And I think that might be one of the reasons compression is being delayed. But it's still coming. Compression is still coming. We've received the message from the custodians. Compression is coming. So hang in there. Gift of Legacy isn't going anywhere. It's going to be exciting to see what happens. Thank you all for your time. Ike, was lovely to spend the evening with you.
Thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, everybody. And Thursday evening, we're going to be doing a training. And there we're actually going to be talking about placement of boards, compression. Compression's not in the guidelines per se, but we're going to be talking about movement of boards, placement on boards, trickle up, and all of those things link in with compression. So join us same time, same place on Thursday evening. Good night, everybody. Good night.